Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to talk about the book of Deuteronomy. Is a train freed or restricted by its train tracks? Now, I have asked this question to thousands of people. The majority of people will say that a train is restricted by its train tracks. Is that what you would say? If so, let me challenge you. What happens when a train goes off of the track? You guessed it, it's derailed. It's stuck and it is useless. But when a train is on the track, it is free to go wherever the track leads. This is a great picture and the main thing from the book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy is a history lesson and a recap of Israel to date. It's the final message from Moses. Moses was the author and the 120-year-old leader. He is writing to the people who will inherit the promised land. The book is really a track record of God's faithfulness in the face of an unfaithful people. God will always make good on His promises. The Bible and the book of Deuteronomy are a reminder as to who God is and why He can be trusted. The book of Deuteronomy can be split into 3 messages. The first goes from chapters 1 to 4. It's a review of what God has done. The second message is from chapters 4 to chapter 26. It's legal in nature. It tells us what God expected of Israel. And that last message is from chapters 27 through 34. This is more prophetic and shares what God will do. Christ is foreshadowed in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. It is there that Moses writes, "The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among your own brothers. You must listen to him." Now, you may not have recognized this, but Moses is a type of Christ in many ways. He filled the offices of prophet, priest, and ruler. One of the most important passages is Deuteronomy chapter 10. It is there that Moses writes this, beginning in verse 12. "And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask of you, except to fear the Lord your God by walking in all His ways, to love Him, and to worship the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul? Yet the Lord has His heart set on your ancestors and loved them. He chose their descendants after them. He chose you out of all the people, as it is today. Therefore, circumcise your hearts, and don't be stiff-necked any longer. For the Lord your God is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, the great, mighty, and awe-inspiring God, showing no partiality and taking no bribe." Friend, God is more interested in our giving Him our whole being than our religious activities. He wants us, not robots without hearts. The main thing about Deuteronomy is God is faithful, even when we are not. So let's give Him our whole selves, as He's given everything to His children. So here's my challenge for you today. Give Him your whole self. Now, I don't want to force a hug from my kids. I want my kids to come to me lovingly, with their heart. I want it to be free. God wants the same thing from you today without coercion. God has given you life eternal and keys to His kingdom. So give Him your whole being today. When you do, you will win the day.